95% of adults have no idea how many calories they consume every day, and over 1/3 of us will actively underestimate how many calories we eat a day. And in this episode of Secret Eaters, we meet a couple who fit perfectly in these statistics and think they know how much they're eating, when in reality, they are miles off.
I think my knowledge about food is better than most. I'm doing what I think is right in terms of food choices. Can I have some lemons, please? As opposed to your weight staying constant or dropping, it's actually slowly increasing. It's not making sense.
It does seem unfair. It is upsetting as well, especially because the people around me are eating what I'm eating, yet they're a size 0 and I just seem to be putting it all on for them.
This is Hettle and Hettle, and they both claim that they know how to eat well, but are clearly both in denial and honestly just lack education on how to eat a healthy diet, because as we'll come to see, clearly they don't know as much as they think. Hettle is 31 and Hettle is only 28, and he already weighs close to 300 pounds, with Hettle refusing to weigh herself because she knows she's put on weight, which isn't a good sign and just kind of proves that she's in denial.
Could Hettle and Hettle be eating more than they think they are? I've come to try and help them solve the curious case of their widening waistlines.
Hello, hi. Are you Hettle? So how come the weight has crept on for you?
I don't know, I really don't. It's just
Seriously?
been up and down for years. It'll just creep back up. And I'm just put on another 4 or 5 stones from somewhere.
Do you know how much you weigh?
Last time I checked, it was 13.5. I don't get on the scale. I'm so scared.
And you think it's gone up?
Yeah, definitely, I can see it.
Hettle just seems to do the classic yo-yo diet and style of losing a bit of weight following a fad diet, then getting sick of that diet and putting all of the weight she lost back on and then some. Her boyfriend Hettle is the one who makes the food though, and it seems like his bad choices could be playing a part in Hettle's weight gain too.
Keen cook Hettle also believes he's not overeating, so is puzzled by his weight, which, last time he checked, had crept up to just shy of 19 stone.
Have you always been this kind of size?
I've always been big boned. When it comes to my size, I've always been quite broad. My friends like to call me a chunky monkey.
Oh, really? What, from when you were a kid?
Yeah.
So what kind of food do you eat? What do you like?
Well, I do like my Indian cuisine.
Yeah.
I do like to try different cuisines as well.
From what I understand about traditional Indian food, it is quite heavy with the ghee and with the oil, isn't it?
We never use ghee at all. It's always sunflower oil.
Right.
Or if I'm cooking, it's olive oil.
Okay. Why do you use olive oil rather than sunflower oil?
It's healthier.
Are you using a lot of vegetables?
Yeah, all vegetables tend to steam
Okay.
as opposed to boiling.
And lean meats?
Lean, it's always lean.
And I mean, this is where the lack of education I was talking about comes in. He dismissed sunflower oil and opted for olive oil because it's healthier, when in reality they have the exact same calories. Yes, olive oil has a few more health benefits, but from a weight gain perspective, they are just as bad as each other. From what he says, only eating steamed veg and lean meats, he paints the picture that he has literally the perfect diet. But when he's close to 300 pounds, it's obvious that he doesn't. Anyway, we'll soon find out the truth, but first we need to see the pair get weighed.
So unfortunately, it's that time that all dieters loathe and despise, where we have to get the scales out and put you on. Who's going to go first?
Ladies first.
So you reckon you're 13.5?
Yes.
On you get. 14.2. Are you all right? Yeah. Come here. I recognise those. I recognise those dieters' tears. Honestly, I get it.
Hettle's reaction to being weighed at close to 200 pounds is why I think it's important that you consistently weigh yourself. Her weight has obviously just been creeping up consistently, and with her not checking her weight at all, she's been left shocked at it and obviously had this reaction. If she'd weighed herself earlier and kept on top of it, she wouldn't have had as much weight to lose, and it wouldn't have been as much as a surprise.
Next up, it's Hettle.
You're 19.11. So you put on nearly
a stone.
a stone.
Why have both Hettle and Hettle put on so much weight?
They've put on weight because they eat too much food. It's as simple as that. Hettle can lie all he wants about having the perfect diet and claim to have very good food knowledge, but if the scale goes up, it means he's eating too much food. And honestly, he probably has no idea how many calories he's truly eaten because he never tracks them. And the only way to track them properly is using the calorie tracking app. And the best in my experience is Yazio, who are the sponsor of today's video. Subscribe subscribers of my channel will know I've worked with Yazio before, and judging by the comments you've all left, telling me how much it's helped you, I had to get them in for another sponsor. Now, like a lot of people, my 2025 New Year's resolution was to lose a few kilograms, and I'm happy to say I did achieve my goal with the help of Yazio. The main thing I use Yazio for is for tracking my calories, and in my experience, Yazio is one of the quickest and easiest apps to track your calories, because not only can you search for individual foods and scan the barcodes of items that you have, but it will actually learn what meals you eat and at what times. It'll group those up and give those as suggestions for you to add them to your diary faster. For example, I have protein oats most mornings, and it learned that and started suggesting them quickly to add to my diary. Outside of the tracker, which is available for free, Yazio Pro offers so many cool features, including a fasting tracker if you want to try intermittent fasting, connecting to your fitness trackers, and even has a recipe section so you can try healthy meals, which can be added to your food diary in one press if you decide to make them. I genuinely love Yazio, and if you use my link, you can get 60% off Yazio Pro for the year. And that comes in at less than £15 for the year. Go to the link in the description or the top comment, or just visit yazio.me/BigCraigYT. Thanks to Yazio for supporting the channel, and I hope Yazio helps you hit your New Year's resolution goals. Now back to Hettle and Mittel. They have promised to eat what they normally eat for the next 5 days, and they have agreed to be put under surveillance in their own house.
You know that you're being watched 24/7. I need you to eat normally. Fantastic.
Now, although they know about the cameras, they don't know about the private investigators who will be following them and recording every bite of food they take outside of the house during the week. And before we look at what they really eat, we should look at what they claim to eat.
To get an idea of what they think they eat, we asked them both to complete a food diary for a week. Mittel recorded eating around 2,000 calories a day, with plenty of home cooking and protein shakes for breakfast.
So Mittel claims to be pushing 300 pounds while only eating 2,000 calories a day. And obviously, it's all super healthy, or what he thinks is super healthy food. He starts the day with just a protein shake, which can be alright if you're in a rush, but I've said it before that this isn't a good breakfast, and you'll feel fuller for longer if you had something like oats with the shake on the side. He also claims to have tiny portions for his meals, like having 1 slice of pizza or 3 pieces of chicken the next night. We all know you can't just have 1 slice of pizza and feel full, and we all know he didn't just have 3 pieces of chicken with no rice or sauce, and I feel like Mittel is really in denial about just how much he eats.
While Hettle's food diary logged around 1,000 calories a day and featured salads for lunch and healthy-sounding foods like chicken noodles for supper.
Hettle's diary is even worse. 1,000 calories is less than a child-sized portion. I don't know what these people are trying to gain by just straight up lying about what they eat on a normal basis. I get maybe leaving 1 or 2 things off, but she's just completely made up her entire diet. She claims on day 2 she had 2 slices of toast, a jacket potato with a salad, and some chicken noodles on the night. She's literally sat there in the recording while the food diary plays behind her eating chips. So I don't know why she's trying to act like a saint for the food diary when it's plainly obvious she doesn't eat that. When you refuse to take yourself accountable for what you eat, you're only cheating yourself and stalling your own progress. Anyway, the time for them to change their diet has started, and it's the first night of them being recorded. And of course, they make literally the most perfect meal they can imagine.
On the menu tonight, along with garlic mushrooms, it's grilled turkey drumsticks, all being gobbled down with big helpings of healthy raw spinach for each of them.
And I mean, with meals like that, maybe around 400 calories, it really is a mystery why they've gained weight. It's not really, because we all know their weight gain needs to come from somewhere, and literally on the first night, Mittel can't control themselves.
Supper over, it's time for a trip to the supermarket with our private investigators in hot pursuit.
Yep, he's away.
If Hettle and Mittel do any sneaky snacking in the shop, our secret cameras will catch them. So far, so good. But on the way out, we spot something. What's that in Mittel's mouth? It's a large chocolate cookie containing over 250 calories. The food on display in the supermarket has got his taste buds going, and he's succumbed to a sweet treat. But he's not the only one.
If anyone knows this channel, I don't demonize food. Everyone needs a sweet treat from time to time. But if you're losing weight, it's just easier not to buy things like cookies into your house. They've bought 12 cookies between the two of them, which is 1,500 calories if they have 6 each. And although they say they might just have 1 a day, that's still an extra 250 calories a day, which is enough to take you out of a calorie deficit. This is just the first night too, and I do find it shocking that they couldn't even make it 24 hours before needing to break their diet. Usually I'd say it doesn't matter, and if you slip up it's fine, just carry on as normal and go back to your normal weight loss diet. However, their entire week of eating is about to be revealed, and it's very obvious where their weight gain is coming from, because in all honesty, they didn't even try. Private investigators tracked them for the next week and recorded everything, and when Hettle and Mittel walk into this cafe, they are about to be faced with their reality.
An unsuspecting Hettle and Mittel arrive at the cafe and settle in for a quiet cup of tea.
Hettle and Mittel are on the other side of our fake wall here, in our fake cafe. They've got absolutely no idea what is about to happen. Whoa. Surprise! Hello, you two. Welcome to your very own Secret Eaters incident room. Come on in. Come and take a look. Mittel, this is a mere snapshot of what we caught you eating over the last week. You all right?
Mittel's face is priceless because you know he's devastated that he's being caught red-handed. I think it's honestly pretty satisfying too, because I thought he was actually quite arrogant in the beginning when he was talking to Anna in the kitchen, and it seemed like he assumed he knew everything about healthy eating and acted confused as to why he wasn't losing weight, when it's plainly obvious now and there's no hiding.
Hettle, this is your side. Not much better, I have to say. We also had you trailed. So everywhere you've been, we've been watching. Shopping, a little bit of sneaky crisp eating going on there. I've never seen two people more silent.
I'm mortified.
Are you?
Now, I haven't watched ahead, but from what I've just seen so far, I think this has already got to be some of the worst secret eating that I've ever seen in the series so far. And you can tell they are terrified of what they're about to see on the cameras.
First up for scrutiny, it's Mittel, who weighs 19 stone 11.
We never use ghee at all. It's always sunflower oil.
Right,
Or if I'm cooking, it's olive oil.
okay. Why do you use olive oil rather than sunflower oil?
It's healthier.
The last time we met, you were very clear about your health knowledge in a way, and you were saying, I'm absolutely on top of the fact that I like to eat healthy fat. There is a question mark over what you are using and the fact that you think it's healthy.
Yeah.
Let's just take a look at this.
It's Saturday afternoon, and Mittel's in the kitchen cooking up one of his classics, lamb moussaka. A key component of which is his cheese sauce, made with a whole block of cheese and just a smidge of butter.
What is that?
Butter.
Mittel, is that like a knob of butter?
Yeah.
With the layers of lamb, aubergine and potato in place, Mittel pours on his cheese sauce.
That is a lot of cheese sauce. I think a bit too much.
And keeps pouring and pouring. In the end, over a litre of cheese sauce goes onto the moussaka, and to top it all off, more cheese.
The amount of cheese sauce isn't just the issue here, it's the absolute amount of cheese, butter, and hundreds of calories of oil he just poured into the cheese sauce. It is possible to make a cheese sauce without all that. Now, I am shocked they did this right in front of the cameras, to be honest, because I just thought any person, especially one who claims to know as much as healthy eating as he does, would know that this sauce is absolutely loaded with calories and fat. I don't have any idea how many calories are in the sauce alone, to be honest. There's got to be at least 1,500 calories, but the worst part about this is that the sauce isn't filling at all. So you'll be having all of these calories of fat and then won't feel any more satiated than if you didn't have it, or if you made a lower calorie version of it.
The next day, Mittel's back in the kitchen, preparing the Sunday roast. Will he forego the fat this time? Fat chance. First, he covers the pork joint with oil, and then he uses more to cook his roast potatoes.
That's a lot of oil.
There must be about an inch of oil in there.
Easily, yeah.
They did taste nice, Anna.
Mittel then pimps his parsnips and caramelises his carrots to finish off the weekend fat stravaganza.
Why is he so shocked when he was the one cooking it? I genuinely think that is the most oil I've ever seen anyone cook with. I get it tastes nice, but when you're his size, you need to be more mindful of what you're eating. Even though, yes, olive oil can be seen as a healthy fat source, he is going way overboard with it and is making himself morbidly obese because of it.
All fats, whether they're from healthy or unhealthy food sources, still contain calories. So for every tablespoon of oil that you're adding to your food, you're adding around about 100 calories.
But the bad news on Mittel's high-fat cooking doesn't stop there.
Would it surprise you to hear that just in the cheese sauce alone, there were around 2,000 calories? And that is the same number of calories as not just one pizza, but 2 pizzas, just in the cheese sauce.
2,000 calories in the cheese sauce actually blew me away, and I look at food like this every single day. This is the same amount of calories he claimed to eat throughout the entire day. Never mind it is literally a sauce on one of his meals.
Honestly, I had no idea it was that bad.
2 whole pizzas for just the cheese sauce is shocking.
I don't think I'll be having lamb massacre again. If I am, it's going to be with next to no cheese sauce on it whatsoever.
I could have been eating the pizza all this time.
I don't think Mittel sees the issue here. The cheese sauce isn't just the issue. It's the oil and fat that's in it that are making it so high in calories. He needs to realise that other dishes can also be super high in calories if you had high calorie ingredients, and it isn't just confined to this one dish. For someone who claims to be very health conscious, he's really not doing a very good job of showing it.
Let's move on to Hettle.
I'm not one of the worst eaters out there. Most of the time I'm good.
But is Hettle right to think she has a pretty normal, healthy diet? Or does she in fact consume way more calories than she thinks?
I love it. I love it.
Let's take a look. It's Friday night and she's in the mood for a hot Italian.
What I'm saying is that I don't buy pizza because I know I can't stop eating it.
Honestly, relatable. If you know you can't control yourself, like I know I can't, the best thing to do is just not buy it so you aren't tempted. If a pizza's sat in the house or there's a bag of cookies in the kitchen, I know I'm just going to go and pick at them. But Hettle unfortunately doesn't take that advice.
Hi, can I place an order, please? Can I have a small pizza and then fries with chili sauce and mayonnaise? And that's it.
There are our private detectives following you.
There.
Look at this. Got them.
Saucy. It's a junk food jamboree.
Now, like I've said plenty of times, don't demonise food. Find ways you can enjoy your favourite foods in a healthy way. If Hettle had ate all week in a calorie deficit and then she had spare calories on the weekend, a small pizza wouldn't be blowing her off course too much, and that is a good way of enjoying what she loves. However, she also got chips with an absolute mountain of sauce on them, and as we've just seen, sauces can totally wreck your calorie deficit, which is exactly what's happened with Hettle.
The next morning, Hettle's in-house master chef is preparing a special blended breakfast for them both. It's a health shake filled with good stuff like milk and oats, and more good stuff like peanut butter, chocolate spread, and honey. Just the thing to get Hettle's day off to a shaky start.
So when Mittel said he was making protein shakes, he wasn't. He was making milkshakes. This is literally just peanut butter, chocolate spread, and milk. There's barely any protein in this, apart from the peanut butter, which isn't a great sauce because it's just so high fat in calories too. Every step of the way, Mittel is just proving he doesn't know as much as he thinks he did.
A few hours later, she's at the supermarket with Mittel, on the hunt for food again. But why wait till you get home to eat? Our PIs are on the tail of our perplexed pair, and they've spotted something fishy going on.
Now, I mean, we're not experts, but this doesn't look very good.
Hettle? What about any of that or any of this is healthy?
I do struggle around him.
Is that fair, Mittel, or do you reckon she's just trying to blame you for it?
It's just trying to blame me. That's what all women do anyway.
Honestly, I think Mittel's being really harsh here. He's the one that seems to be the chef of the house, and he claimed at the start to have good health knowledge. So, I think Hettle's just sort of followed his lead in a lot of ways. I will say, I wouldn't follow the health advice of someone who's close to 300 pounds and is gaining weight, so maybe Hettle should have took a bit more agency and been a bit more health conscious of herself. Also, I don't want to seem like I'm picking on Mittel here. I just found it funny how confident he was at the start and is now just being fully exposed. And Anna also starts to pick on Mittel again, whose voice is becoming very shaky.
Mittel, It's fair to say that you love to cook. Is it fair to say that you guys also sit down and you enjoy that meal once you've cooked it?
Yeah.
So there's not really any need to snack necessarily in between?
No.
So you'll cook, sit down, eat your food, job's a good one. Or is it?
Over our surveillance period, we watched Mittel in the kitchen and noticed that even while he was preparing meals, a great deal of food was finding its way into his mouth. This is a man who wants to discard the lard, but we caught him tucking into a biscuit, some cheese, a bit of mince, and then a bit more. Some crisps, more crisps, and even more crisps. With the Sunday roast in the oven, we caught him munching a potato, a healthy carrot, and still not stuffed, a small plate of stuffing.
Stuffing, well.
Closely followed by a 250-calorie cookie.
Oh, cookie.
It's cookies.
Before moving on to the meat.
It's endless.
And some very crunchy-looking crackling. Go on. You might as well.
Shocking.
And it's funny watching you because it's like, this is total news to you, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm watching it on the screen. It's like, oh, that's not me.
What does all of that picking actually mean for Mittel?
Well, over the course of the filming, you got through 670 calories a day. In a week, that's the same number of calories as these 35 chocolate eclairs, just from your picking, snacking and licking.
It's a week.
In a week.
So before I've had my meal, I've had a meal.
Yeah, exactly. So you're doubling up on everything.
You don't think it would amount to that much. That's the most shocking thing so far.
That's a crazy amount of calories from eating food you eat while also waiting for your food to cook. And over 600 calories isn't just enough to take you out of a deficit, it's enough to put you into a surplus. And it's no surprise anymore why Mittel is the size that he is. I do think though, this is why tracking your calories is so important. Because I bet the majority of the people watching this, myself included, will be having a few extra calories a day from just mindless snacking, and you don't realise how many extra you're having until you track them. And with both Hettle and Mittel having their eyes opened to what they were really eating, they will both set some goals to get their weight loss back on track.
Mittel's new diet will see him dropping his calorie consumption to around 2,500 per day. He'll reduce the use of fats in his cooking and avoid eating unhealthy snacks. And he'll stop making the calorie-packed protein shakes for himself and Hettle. They'll both be having whole grain breakfast cereals instead. Hettle will now be sticking to a diet of around 1,800 calories a day. She'll plan her meals in advance, cut back on takeaways, and stop being Mittel's taster in the kitchen. These simple changes should turn the tide and kickstart a new, slimmer future for them both.
I don't agree with the advice to have cereal for breakfast. I would have liked them to suggest something a bit higher in protein, but I suppose it's quick and easy for them to have, and anything will be better than those protein shakes they were having. They are given a month to eat their new diet, and when they come back, we will see if they've stuck to their diet, or if they couldn't control their eating.
So what impact has it had on the scales? First up, it's Hettle, who weighed 14 stone 2 5 weeks ago.
That is 1 stone and 1 pound.
Amazing.
Can Mittel match Hettle's impressive 15-pound weight loss?
That's 10 pounds for me.
Between them, they've lost nearly 2 stone.
Well done, baby.
And despite them saying at the start they have no idea where their weight gain came from, the fact they dropped weight, and quite a lot of it, is proof that if you stick to a calorie deficit, no matter what excuse you make, you will lose weight. And honestly, congratulations to both Hettle and Mittel, because I wasn't sure if they'd be able to do it. Now, if you like this episode and want to see more Secret Eaters, click the video that's on your screen now. Thank you to Yazio for sponsoring this video, and make sure you visit the link in my description to start your New Year's right. Follow my Instagram at BigCraigYT, subscribe so you don't miss a video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.